Can you tell me how has the COVID pandemic affected your life?
We've been stuck in the house.
You've been stuck in the house. What kind of things have you not been able to do?
Actually, go see my parents.
And you miss being able to travel to their house as often as you.
Right.
You miss doing softball?
And basketball.
What other, in what other ways that you can think of has the COVID pandemic affected your life?
I miss riding my bike.
What other kind of outdoor things do you miss doing?
Shooting baskets outside in my house.
Jeff, what are you most looking forward to being able to do when we are safely out of the pandemic?
I was hoping to go to a hotel with a pool.
So you're looking forward to going on a weekend getaway sometime?
Yes.
Cool. What do you want to do on the weekend getaway? Go swimming?
Go swimming.
Jeff, how were these past holidays different this year because of the pandemic?
I miss doing Thanksgiving with my parents and Christmas.
You miss hanging out with your family on Christmas. What do you usually do on Christmas with your parents?
Hanging out there and sleeping over.
I am here with Ronnie Ellenwood. How has this past year, being in a pandemic, affected your life?
Well, it affected my life. I can't get a job. I can't like do anything, you know?
What kind of things have you not been able to do?
Like going stores
And how come?
because of the pandemic.
What are some other things you haven't been able to do?
Stores, I can't go on McDonald's to get a drink. Yes, how difficult it was to see Dad. It just made me cry. And
So you weren't able to see your dad as often as you would have liked.
yeah, no, I get to see him every Saturday.
When it becomes safer to do a lot of the things that we used to do before the pandemic, what are you looking forward to the most? What
Going
types?
to the fire department
How has it affected your life?
affect my life? Affected my life very hard. I couldn't go to the fire department, first off. Second of all, I couldn't get a job. Third of all, I couldn't see Dad.
What are you looking forward to doing this next upcoming year after we all get vaccinated and things are a lot safer?
I'm looking forward to going to the fire department,
Doing what?
volunteering, being a volunteer firefighter.
What other kind of things are you looking forward to doing?
Well, going out with Dad more.
So what kind of things what other things besides going out with your dad, doing volunteer fire department stuff?
Yeah.
What else are you looking forward to being able to do more? What haven't you been able to do for a whole year?
For a whole year, I couldn't get a job.
I got another thing that I don't think you've been able to do in about a year. Sit in a restaurant and eat.
Oh yeah.
Tell me what you'd like to do going forward. Tell
I
me.
would like to go in a restaurant and actually sit down and have a meal.
What else are you looking forward to doing? Maybe.
I want to go out to clubs and do like a Comedy Central and make people laugh.
So Denise, this past year, living in the COVID pandemic, how has this affected your life?
COVID has affected my anxiety very much because I can't go out or I can't see friends or family that I'm used to seeing. So with that said, I've been making a lot of music to kind of counteract with my anxiety because music is something that helps my anxiety.
What other ways has COVID affected your life this past year? What have you had to do differently?
I've had to learn how to adapt to being in literally one place most of the time. For me, that's kind of hard because I'm used to being in many different places. It's also just affected me because I haven't been able to see my grandmother for a whole year, and we're really close.
Have you been able to talk to her FaceTime or phone
No,
calls?
she doesn't do FaceTime. Phone calls is hard because she can't hear her phone because she doesn't have like hearing aid yet. And it's kind of whenever I catch her upstairs because they recently started letting people go back downstairs in the community room. So it's hard to catch her because now she's able to kind of see people and deal with people, so that's good.
What other things did you notice being very difficult to do this year?
I'll tell you, wearing the masks is difficult. For some reason with me, after a while, it's hard to breathe. Adapting to a life of delivering food instead of going into a restaurant is tricky.
Yeah, a lot of the social things and socializing that you're used to. What are some of the going out and socializing things that you were used to doing that you couldn't do this year?
I was very upset that I couldn't go to my Alicia Keys concert because of COVID. I love concerts, so that would be probably one of the first things I'm going to do when this is over.
Denise, what kind of things are you looking forward to doing this year as they become safe to do so?
I'm really looking forward to getting involved in the Special Olympics for bowling and baseball. Just being around a group of people with positive energy, because there's a lot of negative energy going on right now.
Are you looking forward to getting vaccinated?
I actually got my first vaccination shot. Maybe a week and a half ago. I was nervous about it, but now I'm realizing that it's gonna help everybody in the long run.
Tell me about getting back into going to school this year.
Oh, that has been, going back to school has been a goal of mine for many years now, since '09 really. So I'm determined to get back into the classroom and learn, hopefully get a job in medical billing and coding. Just being in a classroom setting with teachers that are not on screen is great. So I'm looking forward to that very much.
What kind of socializing and fun life kind of things are you looking forward to doing more of this year?
I love to go bowling. I like to bowl a lot, especially at nighttime. They have the lights, and I would like to go to poetry slams if I could. That would be good. They're calming, and I like to see local bands perform again. That was cool.
Looking forward to getting out to the clubs and the bars.
Yes.
Anything else you want to say before we wrap it up?
No, not really. I just hope that everyone stays safe while this is going on, and just try your best to keep your head up.
It's a real pain in my ass.